Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Raya for episode 10, Searching for the Light. I found Allah. I had just talked about how I decided to go to the city where my kid's father lived. And believe it or not, we're still not divorced, we're just separated. We have not filed divorce. Anyhow, we went there and I had a motorhome. A few times I've bought motorhome. Motorhome is, in case you don't know, it's a very large vehicle that is like a home. It has bed, it has shower, it has kitchen, it has everything, beds. And I loved having motorhomes because I could take the kids around and cook, sleep everywhere. We would stop in beautiful places by the river, by the lake. I always loved to be in nature, so this time I had a motorhome, pretty good size actually. I drove it to Reading where the kid's father lived, and we stayed with him a few days because I decided to look for a home. The old man that paid for my tuition for the Christian college, he also said he will help me with the down payment for a home. And this was something I was really appreciating because I didn't have the funds. So as I was looking for homes to get and move there, the kid's father seemed to be not happy that we're staying with him because this would affect his relationship with whoever that he was with at the time. So this is actually not funny, it's very sad. So I took the kids in the motorhome. We went someplace in the mountains. There was a park there. I parked the motorhome there and I started making phone calls for properties that were for sale. It so happened I found a property in Reading and I ended up buying a very beautiful home, small home with the kids, and we were really happy there. And at this time, I felt no longer I was a victim because I knew my health was affected and my kids were affected because of the relationship that I had with my husband and all these expectations that I had that were not met. So I realized that I have a choice to make myself and my kids very sick or let go of him and live a different life. I started going for a nature walk every day, and I wanted the kids to spend as much time. I never put any restrictions, let them be with their father as much as they wanted to, no problem. Of course, at the beginning they didn't want to go to him. They're not used to him. Who's this man? He looks like somebody we know. But anyhow, I was really feeling much better. My health had improved and the kids were feeling good. We were going to church every Saturday, and something very interesting happened. We had the pastor of the church asked me, Sister Raya, you've been with us 7.5 years, don't you think it's time to be baptized? And I said, well, I can be a Muslim and I can be a Christian all at the same time because we believe in Jesus as the prophet of God. Maybe some of you have seen my video, says their gods brought me back to Islam. This prompted me to actually really question myself, because all this 7.5 years going to church, I never believed in Jesus as God, Son of God. I never prayed to him, but I felt like that's the end of the line. There's nothing. I forgot that I was Muslim. So when he said that, I asked him for a few days, and I asked the kid's father to watch the kids. I went to the mountains. God rented a room, and I took the Bible and I took the Quran, and this is the Quran my husband and I had bought when we got married, when he converted to Islam, and we knew that he had to become a Muslim. I knew I had to become Muslim to marry me, and he abided by it, but we never opened the Quran. At this time, I took the Quran, I took the Bible with me to the mountain. And I made dua, asked Allah, I said, I've been looking for you for 15 years, and please guide me so I'm not confused. I opened the Quran to Surah Al-Fatiha. I wish that you would go to my YouTube channel and find my video and that says, Their Gods Brought Me Back to Islam, because I don't want to take a lot of time to tell you this, but the climax of my turning to Islam was Surah Al-Fatiha. When I opened the Quran and I read the Surah Al-Fatiha and I understood the meaning of Surah Al-Fatiha, I thought everything I was looking for 15 years is right here in this surah. I didn't know at the time this is the most important surah of the Quran. Affected me in such a way that I just collapsed. I fainted. And when I came to myself, I'm sweating, I have fever, and I'm just completely, it's like, what is happening with me? And asking Allah to forgive me, and if whatever He did to me, I deserve it, but you're merciful, Allah, just you brought me back. I realized that Islam isn't even from this one surah. And this caused me to want to turn away from Christianity. And I had nothing, no one to teach me about Islam. All I had was this one Quran. And even we went a couple of more times to church, and I was telling my kids, Jesus is not God. And my little 3-year-old daughter told me, Mom, don't take us to church because they're telling us that Jesus is God, and I'm getting confused. You're telling me I said, yeah, you're right. That was the last time. It's like I was still trying to get myself off of the church. And then something very interesting happened. I had 2 young brothers visiting us in our home one day, and that made a huge difference in my life that may have affected all my encounters with the rest of the people in Islam. After this, I will inshallah tell you about this in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.